Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards that time. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. To throw is Watson. They complete it to Hill. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyreek Hill, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense, they're coming back out on. They begin the drive. The starters defensively now for the Seahawks. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
2nd and 5 now. Murray. And a little floater there is incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Seahawks will take over at their own 20. On 1st down, Watson. And going deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Two first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep him to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Murray now. Slot. Murray fighting, lost the football. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. It finds his target, Fuller. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler as a rookie last year, in on the stop there.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. With a catch made by Johnson. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get through.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking a three's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the three is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-point drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. But you read the local paper this morning. There was no talk of that mark. They interviewed him, and he wasn't talking about 1,000 yards. The old cliche focused on this game. If he has a big one, might be able to get the win and the 1,000 yards.
Seems like he just wants to let it come to him, right? As opposed to trying to force it. That's probably the right idea and the right attitude.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Nick Perry comes flying in for the sack. Watson buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Now it's Watson. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. But I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Murray now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Nick Perry with a pick. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get...
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Chris Hogan his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an intercept.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Rosas good with the extra point. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Murray. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And instead, they want to throw it off play action. He sets to fire deep. And got his man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Murray now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. A final shot before half from Murray. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So we've come upon, and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson, open man, Erickson. That's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the 45 on 2nd down, Watson. And his throw here's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Back to throw, Watson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
This is taken at his 4. He spins free. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start.
He's got a man complete. It's a gain of 35.
Here we go.
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They go to Johnson again. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. First down, Murray. He's got Herndon, his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens, and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Here's Watson. This is the tight end fan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, Watson. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's the San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown. And he can't find anywhere to go with it.
And you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line has had. They've given up a whole lot of...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Murray now to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
Here's Watson. And he completes it to Cohen. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He'll buy some time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Murray going to throw. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Murray with a 3rd and long. They'll find Everett there, complete. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively, that's Devin Bush making the play. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Watson. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And Watson's going to throw it here. Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And we focus on Duke Johnson now. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, four in a game.
Yeah, about four in a
game. 4 times
350
162.
or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Murray. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's Murray from midfield. He gets this one to Johnson. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Johnson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. It's complete to Fuller. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Let's go.
Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. To throw, it's Murray. He's going to take a shot for the end zone, and that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be, and time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 5th. It is a bright, sunshiny day here in the desert Southwest, and the temperature comfortable enough that they said, hey, let's open the roof. That's what they've done here at State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 30 on second down, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now it's Peterson. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and at their own 27.
He's not going to get me.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Mack Wilson brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Hey, 133. 56 to Mike.
To throw, Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer.
And the pressure gets to him again. Chandler Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, an 80-yard touchdown. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
A run for Nick Chubb. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Keep playing.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
Let's get it.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Browns nothing.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Run. Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
Mayfield now from the 50, eluding the pressure right. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 30 big ones. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job, defense. And it'll be intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8 from the 22. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Kyler Murray, a 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First down, Murray. That's caught by Keyshawn Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M. Then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. Rolling to his right. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. On that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd and 1, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Check, 53 is Mike. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
They'll try to run with Hines. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
Pick me up. Here we go. Focus. Wide, get wide. Check 3. Check 13. Check 13.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Nowhere to
escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And he's going to go down again. Geno Atkins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 93 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football. Full half to be played. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Here is Eckler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now this window is running back out of the backfield, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Murray now. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Murray has the first down and more. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. That ball complete to Isabella. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Check the backer, check the backer. Check, hey, check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Let's put him on the button.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Wiggles free. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Naeem Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
To throw is Murray. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Landry now on the return.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the goal.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Mayfield looks to throw, and he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
From the 27, Murray escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
On the move to his left. Open man is Kirk, complete.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw again on second down. Murray being chased out left. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. Finds his tight end Ingram. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Murray now. Pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
53, Mike. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Nyheim Hines His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Run, run, run. 56, Mike 56.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Flushed out right. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a second down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Alert, 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 alert. Alert, 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 alert.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield, he's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
Today's a work day, gentlemen, and you know what that means? We got to get better today. What I want to know is, who's ready to work? I'm ready to work.
This is that. UAT. What is that? UAT. Ah, let's go. What is that? UAT. Ah, let's go. Reset! Grenade team! Out we go! Reset! Grenade team! Nine of go! Reset! Nine of go! Reset! Grenade team! Nine of go! Reset! Grenade team! Nine of go! Reset! Grenade team! Nine of go! Reset! Ah! Reset! Grenade team! Nine of go! Reset! Grenade team! Nine of go!
This is your last opportunity. Let's go for gold.
All right, man, bring it in tight, bring it in tight. Let me tell you something. That was the best practice of the...